You worry too much. You can see in the dark, but you can't see this through. I've asked the angels today what would be the best and brightest message to give. And the biggest thing that came through was you see in the dark. You see in the dark. For some of you, that's a confirmation. You're coming online and this is an activation you hadn't quite had yet. You can see truly where the nooks and crannies, where the nooks and crannies are. That's not even a word I would ever use. You can see where the nooks and crannies are of the darkness in people. And this is new. Before, it was just something you were afraid of because of your own light and not wanting to be used by others. But now, when you see it in its truth. Something activated this. Did you have an argument recently with someone you really, really, truly love? But then you saw something in them. The darkness in their eyes. And it made you realize that some things simply cannot be changed. And it's true. There are certain ideologies that people carry that they can only change themselves through lesson. And I say themselves very loosely because really the truth of it is it's a karmic setting where you're getting knocked back down to reality by the tower that rises up in your life. And you fall or get pushed out of it. And I'm hearing get effing pushed out. And you do. And it's something that can't be helped. And it's something you and me, because I get it, I do. You can't save people from it. You can't save everyone. That came through really, really clearly yesterday. You can't save everyone. And it's hard, believe me, I know. Wouldn't it be nice if we could just reach out our hand? Yeah, reach out and touch faith. Yeah, it's... It would be so much easier if we could just do everything for everyone all the time, right? No, you'd be so burnt out. And you have been. You've done this before. Time and time and time again. And haven't you learned? No? Yes. That's what today is, right? We've learned. We can see the darkness. That doesn't mean we're gonna touch it. Stop touching it. You're burning yourself. Stop touching it. You're burning yourself. Right? I know it, the feeling of it, the depth of the feeling of it, that emotion behind it. I can feel, it's that ocean in you. It's the ocean in you that tells you, but I can do it. And you're begging God and begging the universe and begging spirit and everything else to just let you heal something that isn't yours to heal. Let go. Detach and watch the magic happen. I am telling this to myself also, just so you know. This is not a criticism. It's just the path we're on right now. I'm sorry. I am. I feel it here in me and in my throat. Because you've done all of this work and you've spoken so many of your truths out loud up to this point, but not being able to fix everyone and everything is a heavy burden to bear. Especially, yeah, what? I'm just hearing, well, if everyone did it my way, they would be so much better off. They wouldn't. And even if they would, you know, you still have to let them know that on their own. When you create an impact in people's lives, you do it by virtue of them seeing the truths that you've said unfold in themselves. And that takes time. You don't always get to see it happen. But those beautiful moments, that glorious time where you get to see it happen, what a beautiful moment to be a part of. Where that lesson sinks in. And finally, you're one with something you've already spoken about. But that doesn't make it any easier to have to sift and wait through. And I know that. I do. So, what do you do with all of that energy? You really do have to learn to pour it into your arts, your creation, your crafts, and your own personal moment. We get so wrapped up thinking we have to be everything for everybody else that we forget the importance of ourselves. You stop washing your face. You stop brushing your hair as much. For some reason, I'm getting you don't trim your beard. Like your mustache. Is it getting long? Is it touching your lip? Yeah, you don't even like it. I don't know, that's confirmation for someone where you're just like, you know what I mean? That's what I'm getting. That's what I'm feeling, like those bristly hairs. Yeah, it's white, see, it's white. It's like white or gray. So maybe you're a little older. But hi! We stop taking care of ourselves. And then suddenly we feel very washed up, drained, and alone with this false image of ourselves because we've become so deeply saddened by what we can't do. And we forget to look at what we can. You have so much. There's a word that's escaping me right now. It's like, you know, when like you have the ability to do things, but then you don't, but you have the skill set to do it, or like you have the ability to do it. I can't. I don't know where that word went, but it's gone. It's like so much capacity, but capacity is the wrong word for it. But either way, you have so much capacity to do all of these really beautiful and great things, but then you spend all of your time on other stuff, external ideas, mostly people. That is a very fast way to disappoint yourself. Sorry. It is. I've been there. I've done that. Chronic repeater of that. What I will say is, having stopped it now, I've started doing this. Because this was, my first love. I've wanted to make videos and be on this platform since I was 12 years old. And what I will say is, even if nothing came of it, except for what it is right now, I would still be living out a childhood dream. So I would suggest, in a very light and soft way, that you allow your creative juices to flow in whatever way that means. And comment down below what your creative projects are, or the things that you do that are your creative thing. I would really love to see what other people are doing in their creative life, because it fills me up. And you guys might not know this, but when I see your comments on my YouTube and you have videos and you talk about, the things that you're doing that are similar to the things that I'm channeling, I do go and I check them out. I do. for whatever that's worth to somebody out there. I want you to know that I see you. I see you, and I'm proud of you, and I'm happy that our paths have aligned and crossed in the way that they have. So comment down below what kind of art you're creating right now, no matter what it is. But yeah, you know, we drain so much into these other priorities, we forget who we are. And that's not fair, right? And maybe that's how you need to start looking at it. That's not fair to yourself. You're robbing yourself of the beauty of your soul when you sink it into everybody else. Not to say, and I'll say this again, because it seems that some people have gotten the wrong idea about this. That is not to say that putting energy into loved ones is a negative thing. That is never, ever what I mean. Now, if you're committed to misunderstanding me, you're gonna. I can't help you there. And maybe you need to develop more of a backbone in that capacity too, when it comes to like those arguments, like the one that I mentioned when this video first started. You've got to stop letting people dictate your time. You've got to stop letting people dictate your time. Obviously, if it's something like work or family or your responsibilities, you know, that's different. But make a sheet or something. Like, give yourself back what you've lost. Which is you. The brightness of you. Wash your face. Shave your beard. Trim your beard. Whatever. You know what I mean. And going back to relationships, I'm sorry. Everything gets very loud when I start to channel. And there are 1,000,001 different things that want to come through. So let's center for a minute. As it pertains to relationships, it's not a lack of importance in which you carry them. It's the amount of energy you have to preserve to have a moment for you. Even if that moment is only 15 minutes, an hour, 5 minutes. It's about having some space, at least a little gap, where you have carved out time to be you. And for some people, I'm getting like that relief is playing video games, like RPGs and FPSs. I don't know. For some reason, that was just like there was like a release. You have permission. You don't need my permission to like go and like do that. But if you feel like you need someone else's permission, you have my permission. I don't know why that's coming through, but it's like you don't feel like you're allowed to have fun. But it allows you to slow down. There's this like, I'm seeing this like turning clock and it's slowing. Yeah, representing your nervous system. It's a slowing clock because you're allowing yourself to reset and become instead of spinning out. So if this is a disruption, a dysregulation of your nervous system, maybe for some reason video games help you recollect yourself and reflect, because you're almost like multitasking. There's like all of your thoughts become a list. So maybe, yeah, so it helps you put things in proper order. That's gonna make sense to somebody. But yeah, if that's what it is, then like do your thing. Yeah, I don't know what, it's so heavy on the permission. But that's okay. Yeah, you have my permission. I will hold that space for you. That's okay. I'm getting called back to a dream that I had last night that I do not remember. I just remember someone from my past showing up in it, and it's interesting because it almost feels like their energy is here, like in this reading, and we are not on talking terms, but if you're here, hi, you know who you are. I know you are looking at my stuff sometimes because I see the analytics. Yeah, there's like a heavy male presence for this video specifically, which is funny because when I think about my spirituality, as a woman, I only feel like, I don't know, it's funny because I've always related more to my male counterparts. I've always had male friends, but when it comes to like this stuff, when it comes to spirituality and my sacred feminine energy, I never think about it in like most of my audience is men, but I've also seen the analytics for that, and most of my audience is men. Which, like, hi, that's so cool. I don't know. I'm learning how to be in my softness, and maybe you are too. And maybe that's why you're here, so that we can do that together. So I'm happy that you're learning how to be in your softness, because it is a weird little journey that we are now on together. Yeah, I just imagine like linking arms. I don't know, it was like The Hobbit. I just watched The Rings of Power, so it's all heavy on the like Lord of the Rings references in every aspect of my life. I started speaking Elvish the other day. You are a nerd. I'm just gonna go ahead and call you out right now, because me too. Anyway. Okay, Spirit. Can we get back to the message, please? It's good that you showed up today. It's good that you're here because you can see through the darkness. But in seeing through the darkness, it's almost enshrouded your life. And let this be a moment of light for you, where you can see through the hardship, or maybe just the chaos of everyday life. Because you've been going through it. And I think more than anything, this is meant to be like a beacon. A beacon of light, a serendipitous moment of peace, where you have permission to relax back into yourself and sort of have a reset that says, it's okay for me to be here. And it's okay for my being, my energy to take up space. Because it feels like you really don't have a lot of that. There's like this energy of sitting in a den, like your den, like a man cave, like something like that. So I think mostly, not to say completely, but I think mostly this message really is for the boys, gang. Not to say that you can't have a masculine energy as a woman. Absolutely you can. I certainly do. Most of my chart is masculine. So we stay vibing. But yeah, there's this like, oh, someone said it. I'm being honored. You goofy. It's okay. I know, I really do know. But God and the universe and spirit want you to know, like, yeah, you're good. Be seated in your soul space. Wiggle around a little bit. Give it a minute. pass through it, poke at it, play with it, you know, whatever. 'Cause it's time to like chill briefly. Yeah, but that's coming from you, that like briefly. Man, it's gonna be okay. You're a hard worker and you've got so much ahead of you. But also, like, hard work doesn't dictate your joy. And if that hard work is taking away from you in some way, put some space between you and it. If you can. If you can plan to put some space between you and it, do that instead. I know everybody's life is different, and it can be hard to make room for moments. But you have the power to do that. So, don't let this message pass you by. And if you're seeing it, it's for you. I will always and have always put an energy around my videos that says it is for whoever it reaches. And I know Spirit and God and the universe and my guides are all very discerning about who that is. So if this has found you, it is for you. And you can be calm in that. You can take your seat. Is it a desk chair? Almost cussed. Gotta be careful about that. Must be like a desk chair or like a love seat. There's like a hunching. Sit up straight. What are you doing? Bad posture isn't gonna help you either, nerd. Seriously, get it together. Guys, okay. They're funny and a little petty sometimes. It's okay, don't worry about it. But I'm glad this found you. If you are feeling super brave, drop in the comments what you're going through right now. Give me a like, subscribe, because I would like to have you as part of this family. If this message found you, we are certainly aligned as souls enough for you to be here. Masculine, feminine, heavy masculine, heavy masculine, feminine, whoever you are, I welcome you into this space, and I would love to see you and hear from you and talk to you, because despite all of my efforts, I am still a little shut in, and it is nice to have all of you as friends. And just know that that is how I view this community, with friendship. I wouldn't be able to do this, I wouldn't be here without you. So I love you, and as always, God bless, blessed be, namaste, inshallah, annyeonghaseyo. I'll see you next time.